Holy fucking sheep shit. Welcome back, Hordelings, to more Wizardry 1. Based off the Super Nintendo game, the story of Llylgamyn. We're going to be playing and finishing, hopefully, the first of the trilogy here on the Super Nintendo title. It's been a while, and we have a lot to catch up on, everybody. And I'm going to, I think, parse it out and do it a little bit at a time. Here we are back at the edge of town with our beloved sextuple of adventurers, Lug, Trog, Wang, Fidget, Clot, and Ronstock. Lots has changed since the last video. We have a lot to go over. And let's get right into it. Let's jump right into the fucking maze and let's go over changes with our attributes and our equipment. I've done lots of grindy. This is a very grindy game. It was released in the early 80s. It's a very difficult game, folks. And I don't want to bullshit you that there is a lot of things about this game that I do not like that have been changed over the years for obvious reasons. But it is fun. It is still a fun fucking game. We're here on floor 1, where it all started. Let's go over our characters and attributes really quick. Lug has, for some reason, turned good on us, which has caused all kinds of fucking issues. Let me tell you, having a good character and a party of neutral and evil characters causes issues, and we will go over how this plays out. And what I've done to circumvent Lug turning good, which ironically Lug has always been kind of a good, dopey, ogre, fun-loving, not intelligent character for us and many of our LPs. But yeah, I think what had happened is if you are an evil character, which he was, and you slay enough monsters, there is I actually read this, a 1 in 2,000 chance that you will turn good. And so it happened to Lug, and I saved not even noticing. And ironically, when we go over his equipment here, you'll see he is level 16. He's maxed every attribute except IQ and Piety. It's the smartest Lug has ever been. And he is wearing sturdy plate, gloves of copper, a helm of hardiness, which is, I think, the best helm you can get. He is wielding the Sword of Slashing, which is a very nice sword. I think it's the second or third best in the game. And then he has a Shield of Evil. Well, I equipped this Shield of Evil when Lug was actually evil. Now that he's turned good, he still gets the effects of the Shield of Evil. However, if we were to ever re-equip him at all with anything, that Shield of Evil would turn cursed because he is no longer evil. So until he gets some piece of equipment that makes it worth re-equipping or turns evil again, I cannot re-equip Lug. He's stuck in fucking equipment limbo, for lack of a better term. He's got 146 hit points. He is a fucking badass, nevertheless. Trog Bullhammer, our Oblivion character. Trog Bullhammer is here in Classic Wizardry as a level 16 neutral fighter dwarf. He is maxed out in everything except luck. 150 hit points, iron shield, gloves of copper, also a helm of hardiness, also a sword of slashing, and some first class plate mail. Brings him to a hefty -4 armor class. He also has the Masher of Mages sword, which is good against magic users, if you haven't guessed. I don't know if it works against Werdna, the boss of the game, but we're going to find out. Wang, everyone's favorite martial artist. We, of course, converted him into a samurai. He's now level 14, maxed out and everything but piety. Guess what, folks? The GameHorder got stupid lucky and found a Muramasa blade. The best sword in the game. I believe it's a +8 to hit and attacks 4 times. I don't know. But it's super rare, extremely low drop rate, and somehow I got one. It cost 500,000 gold to identify this. Did I pay said gold? Of course not. Because GameHorder learned another trick that everyone should know playing Wizardry, and you do not want to pay to identify your stuff. We'll go over that here shortly. But Muramasa Blade on low wing. I don't know what else to tell you. The sword beats ass. It's a great weapon, and I got it fair and square. No cheating. It was a fucking legit drop. I shit my pants. However, funny story behind it. We'll get to that later. Fidget, level 13. Guess who's a ninja, folks? That's right. Fidget, the thief in the last video, has been promoted to a ninja. You have to have 17 in every attribute to promote to a ninja. It then resets to the base level of a hobbit. So I was in the single digits. And yes, I had to level Fidget up to a level 13 ninja to get these badass attributes that he has. He's wielding an Epee of Excellence and a first-class plate mail. He also has a Shield of Evil, a Helm of Evil, and a stick. He's evil, so he can wear this stuff. Everyone's like, oh, ninjas are awesome. You don't even need armor with them. They just get just get a natural armor class. Okay, let me show you something. Nothing, 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 nothing. Okay, armor class 4. This is a game where the lower is the better. The negative numbers are better. So, at a level 13 ninja, his natural armor class is 4. That's pretty cool. That is good. I'm not saying that's shit. However, until he's like level 20, it's not going to matter. And we're not going to get to level 20, folks. You're talking about exuberant amounts of XP. So, instead, we are equipping him with a bunch of armor and making him negative fucking 5. The best armor class out of everybody. However, he is a ninja and he can still one-shot kill people. He's a badass. Clot the Cleric, level 16. Evil Priest Gnome, maxed out in everything but luck. She's a bad bitch, folks. She has a Mace of Pounding now, Elven Chainmail. The Ring of Jewels lets us cast a permanent map spell so that we can always see the map. So we no longer need to use Doom Prick or Doom Pick, or whatever the fucking name of the spell is. So we have a permanent spell on our ring. Lets us see the map, and she has an Iron Shield. Last but not least, Rolling Stock. Maxing everything but luck, our evil Elven Mage. You can see we have the level 7 spells as well. We got some badass spells for Ronstock and for Clot. Raise Dead, full health, all kinds of beautiful shit. Ronstock is wielding the Rod of Iron still. I did actually find a Dagger of Speed, but the Dagger of Speed is cool because it hits a lot, but we never attack with our mage in melee, so it was pointless. And it also added +3 to his armor class, so it wasn't good. You see we have stuff that has a question mark, which is perfect, because we're going to go over how do we identify without paying to identify. That's the next part of this very long introduction. And I'm sorry to hit you with that. I know we're not jumping right back into the game, but this is much needed introduction that we are going through now. Okay. So, next thing we're going to talk about, and sorry if you see the turbo left, I've also jumped in between emulators. That's a whole nother story. I was using SNES emulator, which had some graphical glitches with some of the creatures, so I did move to the SNES 9X emulator, which seems to work a lot better. Let's talk about what do you do if you don't want to pay to identify character or identify objects or items, weapons. It's annoying. You shouldn't have to pay full price to do that. Why did they do that in this fucking game? I do not know. But when I got Low Wing's Masamura sword, yes, it was 500,000 gold to identify it. Did I pay that? Fuck no. However, I ran into a quandary. Alright. So here's what you gotta do. You're gonna do quit. And we are gonna form another party. And we have stuff we need to identify, so this is a perfect time to show you what I've been going through. I created a 7th character called Mr. ID. He's our identifier. He is an elven wizard. However, he's evil. You can't make a neutral wizard, folks. So that fucks you from putting him in the same party as somebody that is good or evil. Since he's evil, he cannot be in the same party as anyone that's good. So since Llylgamyn decided to turn good, for whatever reason, I don't know, I can no longer just throw him in the party and identify stuff. So here's the workaround for that. You leave everyone in the dungeon and you form a group with your odd character. You then walk to the place that you left them and you do a search. And then you go, boom. Here's everybody in that square. We'll take everybody. I could actually take Llylgamyn. This is a way that you can force merging alignments between characters. However, I've just gotten used to taking Llylgamyn's equipment and putting it on everybody else. So now we have everyone in the party but Llylgamyn, who's still standing in this square by himself. And then you take all your equipment and you move it over to your wizard. Yes, this is what I've been doing all week. You're welcome. I play these games so you don't have to. So right now we're just giving everything over to our wizard. Who's at 4 out of 8? And there's our Mr. Wizard, or Mr. ID as I like to call him. And now what we do is we identify. You can save scum here, which is what I do. But for sake of not cheating, we will just go down the line. We're going to item, identify, cursed, body armor, shit. Regular robes. Come on, be a blade of the Cuisinart. Okay, and an Ippy of excellence. So that's a bunch of trash because I have everything better than that. And then what you would do is you go back into town and you go to Mr. ID. You would uncurse this, pay the money. Well, first you'd pool gold. I have over almost 500,000 gold pieces, folks. And then I would uncurse this, and we sell everything else. Because I don't need it. And then we're done with Mr. ID. So we can pull gold on Trog. And then we remove Mr. ID. We go back into the maze, and we research to get Llylgamyn back into the party. So yes, it is a process. Folks, these games were not made to hold your hand. They were not made to be kind to you. These games were made to frustrate you, and this game is good at it. So now we have everybody back in the party. everyone needs to heal. So now we have to go to Clot, who doesn't have much of her healing left. So we gotta rest with Clot. So we gotta go to the Adventurers Inn, Clot, Stables, back into the maze, inspect Clot, cast needed spells, which at this point, she's a bad bitch. She can heal her ass off. She's got full heal, times 6. So we cast that 6 times. Then she's out. She's out of her best spell. So now we go back into town. And we rest again. Just for her. And now we're ready. So this is the only place where I save. Because this is the only place you can save. If you go to the edge of town, you can go to a turbo file. You can save your game here. But technically, town is the only place where you can't save. So this is the only place where I save, my permanent save. Obviously, if I'm leveling up my characters, I'm save scumming. Oh, yeah. So as you saw right there, check this out. This is another good thing I want to show you. Since I have Llylgamyn, this is perfect. So, as soon as we add Llylgamyn, he's good, right? It blanks out every evil character, because he can't be with them. So, what do I gotta do? Well, I take just Llylgamyn, I go into the maze, and then I leave his ass. I form another party. Everybody else but our wizard. And then we go pick up Llylgamyn. That's the only way to get a good and evil mix. They made it so that good and evil characters will not play nice together. So now we have a full complement of characters. Everyone's healed. Clot has her full allotment of spells. So does Ronstock. And they got some nasty spells at this point. You can beat this game at level 12, 13, 14. But we're gonna start going into level 6 at level 16. We're gonna mop this bitch up, folks. So, here we go. Let's get into it. Thank you for putting up with me for the first 18 minutes of the video. We had a lot to talk about. Most people are not gonna want to fight us because we're bad as fuck. We'll go right to level 4. Turn around. Kick this door down. Vorpal bunnies. Most stuff is going to flee from us because I'm just going to leave that. I don't even want that chest. We're going to go to level 6. You can go to level 9 here. At this point, this elevator takes you everywhere, but last time we left off, we're at level 6. We have our ring, which is nice. So at any point, we can go and use this ring. And it's an automatic, it shows us where we've been. So let's go ahead and map out some of level 6. We'll map out some of level 7, some of 8, some of 9, and then we will go to the final level of 10 and defeat the evil Wyrna. Okay. So this is just kind of a, I mean, at this point, the party is going to be very overpowered for the monsters here on level 6. But for the sake of the game and experiencing the totality of it, a light spell. And yeah, here we are at the elevator. I'm gonna quickly go through most of the combats, folks. I don't want to spend too much time fucking around with it. We do have darkness. The dark zones are gonna fuck us up. Again, you have to remind yourself this is a game where you are plotting out square by square and trying to get every little piece that you could, as you could. And honestly, revealing one extra square on the map was huge. It was huge back then. You're like, yes, I got this one extra little piece of grid on my map. And this is what you were doing. So the Super Nintendo version makes this very beautiful. This is literally, you would have a piece of graph paper and you're mapping this out to the best of your ability, because sometimes shit got confusing. The game is making shit less confusing. But teleporters, darkness, turn tile, shit like that would make your mapping even more confusing, and you might mismap. You might make an entire map that's incorrect because you got turned around to the east when you thought you were going west, and your complete map is fucked up. So for these games to have this addition of a graphical interface where you're actually seeing the legit representation of where you're going is huge. Because back in the day when you did not have this, you could be mapping the complete wrong thing. Again, this is a courtesy. I don't need to be going through these levels. My characters are quite capable of going directly to level 10 right now. However, I thought that in the vein of completing this game and making it, giving the full experience, we would do as much of the different levels as possible without being annoying. Like, I'm not going to get into the areas where they teleport you and make you go, they bounce you back and forth in between the different levels. Fuck that. I don't got time for that shit. I'm not going to deal with it. Suck my balls. So we have this little area mapped here, and then all of a sudden we have to go back into the darkness. That's just the way it is. However, we do have a door over here. We'll go through there. There's a teleporter here. When you see that flash, you got teleported. Got a man in robes. He's gonna get fucking annihilated. The other reason why I wanted to really power level and get super strong was that we're still sticking to just saving in town. So when we go do our runs, and for instance now, if I get decapitated, I have to reload all the way back into town. We're not doing any kind of save states, nothing like that. The only time we're save scumming is when we are going up levels so that we can min-max as much as we can. And again, if you've ever played this game, you would understand why we do that. And then when we are identifying items, that's the other time I am save scumming, is when we're identifying items, just so I don't have to deal with cursed items. So here's some friendly guys. And basically monsters become friendly because they're afraid of you. That's the only fucking reason. And you can see that Llylgamyn, unfortunately, is still good. Nobody's taking damage. Llylgamyn took a couple hit points. So, yeah. Again, I apologize for the emulator text coming up. I have Bandicam hotkeyed to a key that also activates and deactivates the left turbo bumper on my Super Nintendo controller, which, by the way, as a reminder, I do play all my Super Nintendo games on an original Super Nintendo controller, not a fucking fake knockoff, an actual Super Nintendo controller that is plugged into an adapter that plugs into a USB. All my controllers are authentic. However, this game is on an emulator, which it has to be because I'm pretty sure this is translated from Japan. This is a Japanese ROM that got an English translation. There's not maybe one or two other LPs of this on the internet, and trust me, the Ware 1980, 1970, whatever, that guy sucks. That guy's channel sucks balls. So, besides that, this is the only LP of this out there. This LP, however, does not suck balls. Let's get more of this mapped out. I think I'm gonna maybe try to do a level per video. And then we'll move to the next. I'm not gonna try to map out every fucking square inch, because again, that will just annoy the piss out of me. And I'm not dealing with it. We have a turn tile here. Put you onto a pit. Ah, okay. So again, it's super important to have a ring or the spell. This ring is huge for mapping. This Doom will pick. So this didn't actually drop us. You can see we're still on the 6th floor. I guess it just does damage. Yeah. And then that goes down. So yeah, you can see the pit fucks you up. So at this point, we would go back to town, we would rest, we would heal, we would just lick our wounds and be like, okay, we got as much as we could. Or you press on. And this is another good reason why you want to really get just overpowered and then start to take on these lower levels so that you don't have to rest and recoup as much. Three level 7 mages. Dead as fuck. that little down arrow there that you see is, of course, to go down a level. So when you convert your thief to a ninja, oh, it's a Medusa lizard. When you convert from a thief to a ninja, you lose, first of all, you lose everything. You go back to level 1, all your attributes go back to the base level of that character. So you have to level them back up. They keep their hit points. But ninjas are not nearly as good at disarming traps as thieves. So we have lost... Basically, Fidget, when he was a thief, he could disarm any trap whatsoever. As a ninja, he can kick some ass, but he can fail at traps and inspecting and shit like that with treasure chests. So you are going to see some times where we go to disarm a trap and he gets fucked. And it can really fuck you up. I actually got teleported into the middle of a wall and instantly died because, well, we were in the middle of a fucking wall, for one. So now we're exploring some of these rooms over here. I'm just gonna I think I'm just gonna explore different levels in each vid. We'll see some new monsters. We'll get into some trouble, nothing big. We're gonna kick the shit out of everything. Mage Blaster. Turn into a Paralyze. Yeah, obviously you can see how helpful this ring is. I mean, you can silence me, I'm still gonna beat the ever-living piss out of you. Like I was saying, Fidget is not the best at traps anymore. Turbo L activated. Alright. Went ahead and fixed the hotkey, so turbo mode should no longer be coming up on the screen. I'm not a big fan of emulators as it is. I definitely don't like the text of them popping up on my game. Now that we got that fixed, let's continue. we go get some of the upper right quadrant, and I mean, who gives a fuck, right? Oh. This can always be a problem. So, certain undead can life drain you and steal levels, which makes it a huge pain in the ass. Most times it's almost better just to reload your game, which means you're going to go back to town. So, again, frequent trips back to town, always recommended. Got poisoned. I constantly go in here and I check my levels. Low wing should be 14, our ninja should be 13. When you're fighting vampires and things that drain your levels, life stealers, you always want to check and make sure you are not getting drained. You keep your experience, but you lose your level. I'm not sure how that works. I always reload, so I don't know if you just need to get a couple more experience and then go retrain. But if I get decapitated or die, whatever, I fucking reload. Which is why I go back to town every 20 minutes or so when I save my game. That's exactly what you had to do back in the day. You have to step on every little spot here. I would cast the light spell, but what's the point, right? We just get thrown right back into darkness. Okay. Yeah, that shit is turning us around, which is fun. So, it's a turn textile, which means you gotta get off and you gotta fucking see which way you turn. So now we're going the right way. I mean, we're going a new way. How do we get on that outside? That is the ninja insta-killing. When you hear that sound, that is a ninja just fucking raping a spider. Straight raping it. Okay. Mapping shit here, mapping it. Killer wolves? These wolves are gonna get killed! So some of these areas there's no way to get into. For instance, this area directly to my southwest, that's just unmappable. That's just stone wall. So if you get teleported into that by a random teleport trap, you are insta-killed. You're fucking dead. That's it. Kaput. Probably time to go back to town and save. And I'll show you what that looks like. Well, it's 45 minutes. Let's go ahead and do the full hour. Again, I'm not gonna try to map out all these floors to 100%. I don't give a shit. Like, we're not getting the experience that we should be getting. We're not getting treasures. We should be on level 10, just going through it over and over again, if anything. But for a sense of completion, I'm going to at least do a video of each level. Because the GameHorder loves you. And he knows you love him. Alright, let's explore some more. Oh, shit, excuse me. Holy shit, look at that fucking pretty fucking creature. Alright, we're gonna be in some light for a little while. Or some non-darkness, I should say. We'll do the rest of this video in level 6, and then in the next video we're going to go right to level 7. Travelers. poison needle. Oh shit. I'm out of cure poison. So here. Well, so if you're gonna keep cure poison, here's what you do. You cast Midas on Maddie on a character. Boom, full heals. Fuck that. Matter of fact, boom, full heal. Wasted that one because I'm not paying attention. There we go. Kadroto, this is a full resurrect with full heal. And our mage, Ronstock. He's got Malor. This will basically warp us out of any map at any point that we want to. I'm going to actually show you this. I'm going to cast a spell at the end of this video to show you how awesome it is. But trust me, it is a great spell to have. First and foremost, get you a ring of jewels. Huge. Oh shit! Champion Samurais. Okay, fuck. We're gonna cast some spells here. We're gonna go with Malikto, and we're gonna go with Tiltway. Watch this shit. Night night, motherfuckers. Yeah. That's our two AoE spells that attack every group. That's my fuck around and find out spells from my cleric and my mage. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you. And we got gas bombed. Perfect. Well, that's gonna fuck shit up. We are out of cure poisons. So here's what you gotta do. And this isn't that big a deal. We can get back to this level relatively easily. So first of all, you want to check where you're at. You're like, okay, I'm up here. I'm in the northeast quadrant. It sucks because we're about to like really wrap it up. But we're not cheating in this, so what we're gonna do, we got poison guys. They're gonna die pretty rapidly if we don't get out of here. We're gonna go to Ronstock, and we are gonna cast Malor. We're gonna go to 4-1. Look! I can pick anywhere I want to go. Now, back on the original game, you had to put in the actual coordinates and hope that, you know, you had the right coordinates. So, like, if I pick any of these gray areas that are stone walls, I'm gonna die. But I can choose to come right here to the stairs. Boom. There you go. Full heal, baby. And we can save here. So I'm going to go ahead and save my game. Everybody's going to get healed up. You can never expect to explore the entire floor on the first, second, third get-go unless, like, obviously I could do it with this party. But even with this party, this explicitly overpowered fucking party for that level, if you get poisoned and run out of spells, you still have to come back. You know what I'm saying? So even with an OP party, you are not gonna whoop this game's ass. This game's gonna whoop your fucking ass. Alright. I've officially saved back here in town. Again, you can keep your save game here. This is your Wizardry Scenario 1, 2, and 3. And when you go to transfer your characters to the next game, which we'll get into once I beat it, I'll show you how to copy and transfer your characters over to the next game. By the way, they will lose all their levels, all their gold. They will keep a certain amount of attributes. But yeah. They get fucked. Oh shit! Yes! Lug turned fucking evil! Yes! Guys, I did not see that happen. When did that happen? It happened in this video. God bless America. Lug is evil again. Thank you, Jesus. I didn't see it happen. We got into it. I definitely remember getting into a fight with the friendlies. But I didn't see it happen. So there was a 1 in 2,000 chance that Lug got converted back to evil. That's huge, y'all. That's huge. So if we go... God, that's... Oh, this music to my fucking ears. So if we go to equip, now I can equip that. I can equip. See, if we were good and we went to go equip, as soon as we hit the shield of evil, it would have told us, cursed. You can't wear that. It doesn't help you. Maybe you guys saw the switch. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video because I did not see him switch back to evil. But that is huge. That is huge. That is so huge. Now what we gotta do is hope that he doesn't get switched back to good. We're gonna leave that. I really don't want to fuck with that stuff because it's just a waste of space. The only good items we are gonna find are gonna be on level 9 and 10. End of story, period. Alright, we are back on level 6. We're nice and saved, which is nice. That's the biggest thing, is like you have this feeling of security when you save your characters after going through any amount of bullshit with this game. And that's how you had to play it back in the day. You didn't have save states and shit like that back in the day, and that's how this game is meant to be played. You should always have that feeling of insecurity and, you know, anything can happen at any time. However, we have a lot better chances here. Alright. We're back at the elevator. Let's get back. We're going to do a little bit of more mapping here over the next couple minutes. the stairs up. Interesting. Yeah, we got a lot of that shit explored because of that. So actually, I'm looking at... I don't know if you can see my mouse. I think you can. I'm looking... I obviously have maps of all these because you'd be psychotic to LP this. I mean, sure. Go for it. Anyways, you can see these spaces here are unexplored. But however, all this here, where my cursor is, and again, I don't know if you see me, the northwest quadrant, the 18 and 17 on the left-hand side, this northwest quadrant, this is all stone area. So if you accidentally warp in here for any reason, you are insta-killed. Same with right here. This little space is also insta-stone. This is insta-death. However, this little area here is, and this is space that we can explore obviously through here. But this area here is showing that it is explorable, but I don't... There's no door in here. So I don't know how you get in here. Maybe you can teleport in here and get stuck in here, but there is no door in or out of here. No secret door, nothing. So what I think is that you might accidentally get teleported in here and just be stuck here for like life. Without some kind of teleport out of here, you can literally get stuck in this room and be here forever. This game is that sadistic. It will stick you in places that you are stuck, and if you don't have a save game or if you don't have a way to teleport out of there, you are fucked. Bro, that is such good news. I am so glad that Llylgamyn became evil again. We're going to keep evil characters all throughout the Wizardry series. There's items that you can only equip as being evil. There's items that you can only equip as being good. I'm not worried about it though. We're going to keep an evil party. Just like the GameHorder always does. It's so easy to get turned around in this fucking game, dude. I mean, I even have a map. This is a secret door. Oh, got that insta kill. Fucking gas bomb. Everybody's still good on health. Alright, I think we're gonna explore this southeastern quad. Oh no! No, we're not, because there's a teleport there that warps us back up. But yeah. So again, I don't know if you can see my arrow. Hopefully you can. I think I have cursor turned on. But if right around here, where we walk down, is a teleporter that teleports you way up here. So what you have to do is, we need to go through this door to the south. We're going to go south and then south again, if you can see that door there. I don't know if you can see my arrow. I'll have to figure that out. There's a way to show you my cursor when... I think I have the mouse cursor hidden, though. But you'll get the idea. You cannot go down the long hallway because there is a teleporter there. I'm gonna look at all these items. But I'm telling you, none of them are going to be worth a shit. That's a dragon, folks. A dead dragon, but it's a dragon. And that just worked me. As you'll see, I was in the southeast quadrant, now I'm going to be in the northwest quadrant. See? But we have all of that mapped. Again, this portion here, directly to the south of us, is unmappable. I don't know how to get in this central quadrant in the center of the map. This 1098 by 8, 9, 10 latitude, longitude, and then this bottom southeast quadrant. I guess we can map that. Let me see if I can get over there real quick. That'll give us 99% of the map. Let's see. Walk all the way to the corner. I'm not afraid. Yeah, I don't want to go down. I want to stay on this level. Thank you. Leave me alone. Thank you. Gotta be so careful with those guys, because if they drain a level, it can fuck you up so bad. You know what? Fuck you too. Spirit. Alright, so the key is to get pointed south so we can get to the right area. We're pointed north. I got turned around for sure. We're east again. Bro, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine having to map this, especially without the, like, the ring makes it so much better. Now we're going south, right? So we know what direction we are. That's good. Oh, fuck. I see how we want to get over there. Actually, I want to warp over there. Okay. So you want to head north here. That warps us here. Dragon puppies? The fuck? Look at these fucking cute little bastards. That's right. That was the first time I've ever seen dragon puppies. Pretty badass, actually. That's pretty much it, folks. Yeah, there's this empty space in the middle, which you can't get to unless you're teleported. There's a dead area to the east there. You see with that L-shaped? That's a dead area, except one square that you can go through to get back into the main area. And then that whole northwest quadrant that's grayed out that's stone wall. So level 6 is complete. We'll see you next video with level 7. I am gonna Maylor back to town because I'm a fucking badass mage. Because Ronstock is a sick motherfucker. Spell. But booyah. Thanks for watching.